G'day guys, a comic book noob here, and today we're going to bring to you my reviews for last week's comic book haul issues that I picked up last week. So stick around, like, comment, let me know what you thought of these issues as well, and we'll be back to get right back into this shortly. Alright guys, how are we today? So today I want you guys to let me know as well what you thought on some of these issues. So what I've got today is the issues I picked up from last week minus Daphne Byrne. If you watched the last video, I wasn't able to get the first issue. So that should be coming in the next day or two. So by the time, I'll throw that in next week's video, so we'll cover that then. So we may as well get kicked into this. So this, I mean, I'm gonna say there's my least favorite book, and then the ones in the middle, I can't really put them in any certain place, and then I'll put my favorite book of the week at the end of the video as well. I also apologize for my dogs again. I cannot stop them from making noise. I apologize. One day I'll be able to stop it. One day they'll listen to me. So first, Scream, Curse of Carnage. This is issue number 4. Now, I liked what was going on in the first 3 issues. Then we sort of got to the end of the 3rd issue, and it didn't really start. It's for me. That's where it started falling away, and it's all underwater at the moment. Scream's turning into a shark and a dragon. There's a backstory with Thor, and the symbiote's this godlike thing, and I just don't know if I really like the direction where this is going. But I mean, I'm pretty sure this is only going to be a short run anyway. So I'm going to keep there might only be another 2 issues or a couple more. I don't know, but I want to keep collecting it either way. But surprisingly for me, that was my least liked issue of the week. But I thought this was going to be my least liked issues of the week. So last week I picked up The Amazing Mary Jane 1, 2, and 3. I gotta say, I flicked through the first couple of pages of the first issue, and I did not think I was gonna like it. I got maybe just into the header page, I think. I just sort of glanced across it, had a look, and I was like, so I sort of went to the bottom of the read pile. But I really like what's going on. I gotta be honest, it's not, you got Mary Jane making a movie with Mysterio, and just to sum it all up, Mysterio's posing as this big name director. He gets a budget to make this movie. Mary Jane finds out that it's Mysterio. She doesn't tell Spider-Man or Peter that it's Mysterio. She just alludes to the fact that it's still this director guy. And they lose the budget, and they've got to find the budget for the movie, and it's really cool. So then, I thought it was really cool, but then I think they're called the Savage Six, not the Sinister Six. So they come into it, and then they start tearing things up and making life difficult for them. So then they've got to find a new place to shoot the movie where they can sort of avoid detection by those guys without ruining it. But yeah, I mean, when I got done with these, on the order list for Daphne Byrne, I put Mary Jane, the missing issues for Mary Jane as well that I don't have. So I'm excited to see what happens with the rest of Mary Jane, The Amazing Mary Jane. So that was a surprisingly good read. So if you're thinking about that, I recommend you pick that up, because I surprisingly enjoyed it, and I did not think I was going to. So, and I'll say there's no, this is where the rankings sort of blur a little. There's no, these are all equally good reads in my eyes. So the next one, which was the hot topic from last week, was Hell Arisen 3, which is now worth about 75 bucks Australian on eBay right now, which is absolutely crazy because it had the first appearance of Punchline. Now, when I went in a couple of weeks ago and tried to get Batman 89, unaware of Punchline's first cameo appearance was in that. And I was just sort of thinking, oh, well, Batman's, the hot book and it just must sell out. But unbeknownst to me, that's why. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I haven't read the first two issues of Hell Arisen, but you could jump into this and you knew what was going on. It was. Would I go back and get the other issues? Maybe. I don't know. But I think I might get the next issue. I think I might get 4, but I don't know if I'll get the first 2. Maybe I will. I don't know. If they're there, I might pick them up. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I felt it was like a good, Joker's just being, just being a bit of a dick, and I don't really want to say too much about the book without giving too much away about that one, because I don't really know where a lot of people stand on the series as a whole or that issue. So, I mean, Lex Luthor's in it. The Joker and Lex Luthor sort of team up for a little bit, I guess, and now Lex is going after the Justice League, and it was a good read. It was a good read. I don't want to say too much else without giving it away because it's sort of mid-series there, so I'll leave that there. And the next one, this plunge, Joe Hill. This was awesome. This just felt like you're sort of reading a movie. There's at the very beginning of the issue, there's like a tidal wave. All these big giant squids wash up on shore. But what that's done, it's shifted. I don't know whether it's brought this old ship up, or it's tilted it a little bit, but now the solar panels on it are sending off the SOS beacon at certain time of the day, and nothing too bad happens up until the end of the issue, and I really wouldn't call it too bad. I'll just say they discovered something, and I'm really excited to see where that book goes. But that just felt like your sort of typical horror, your typical seafarer movie, I guess. This company wants the equipment off this boat salvaged, and it's near Moscow or Russia. Sorry, I think that this boat is. So they want to sort of go in, get what they can, get out, and this company's recruited this family salvage boat operation, and there's like a marine biologist type person in there as well, and that's just a classic number one issue. Just lays the ground level. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So that was my first Joe Hill House comic that I've read too. So I really enjoyed it. The next book I've got, and I'm really loving this series, is Ghost Rider number 5. And I might be a little biased to Ghost Rider because I love it, but it's all it's got Dan Ketch in it as well. And Johnny Blaze is the other Ghost Rider. Dan Ketch is the other Ghost Rider. There's 2 Ghost Riders in it. Dan Ketch during the 90s was my favorite Ghost Rider. And basically Johnny Blaze has taken Dan Ketch's Ghost Rider powers away from him, but he was sent into limbo. He had to battle, I can't remember the guy's name, but now he's he's got the powers of the spirit of corruption, I think he is now. And then, Wolverine and Punisher are in there to sort of try and, they're going after Dan because they think Johnny's in hell, but he's not. He's got Mephisto, and there's a lot going on, and it's, I think, and Blackheart, you can see him in the background. Like, I totally missed that. He is in the issue as well, so that's really cool to see as well. So they're like they were the real good reads of the week, and my in no particular order either, I'll just add, but my favorite book of the week. And I didn't think, like, once again, I didn't think this was going to, but Wolverine #1. This was an awesome read, and a bit like The Amazing Mary Jane as well. I sort of just flicked through, the first couple of pages, and I was like, I don't really know, if I'm gonna like it. And it's a real thick book. There's a lot of pages in there, but I guess you could say I was a little thrown off by the cover artwork. It just seemed like he was just real square, not real rounded, and I was a little thrown off by that. But I mean, where the story sort of was going and where it went, it was a good read, I thought. You got Omega Red in there, which I don't know a lot about. But Wolverine obviously does not trust him, and they're basically, there's this pollen that they're sort of farming in all these different places, and Kitty Pryde is trying to, she's distributing this to medicine, pharmacy type facilities, but there's another group of people that's starting to steal parts of the shipments and whole shipments and doing bad things with it, and they're trying to work out why and who's doing it. And I don't want to say what's going on at the end of the book, but I really liked it. I was a bit, sort of like, okay, but I really enjoyed where this book went. I don't know if I don't, like, it's to be continued, but I don't know if the thickness of the book is, if it's going to be like a monthly thing, or it's going to be a bi-monthly thing, or what. But there is I'll throw it up on the screen, but just the calendar for what's coming out, I couldn't see a Wolverine #2, so I don't know. I don't know. And you can see this came out, Wolverine 1 came out February 19th, and you get down to March 18th, there's no Wolverine 2, so whether that means it's bi-monthly, or is it going to cross-reference with another series? I don't know, but let me know if you guys know. But that's it. So there was surprisingly, I was surprised a lot by a lot of good reads in last week's comic book haul. So let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if there's something if you feel I've missed that I might enjoy as well. Let me know. So I will have another video coming out on. So the video will come around the Friday, Saturday mark, and it'll be what I picked up for this week's comic book haul, which I might be picking them up tomorrow. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts on these issues, and even issues that I haven't mentioned in this video. Do you think I should pick something up that you might think I'll enjoy? Let me know. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. See ya.